The United States in the mid-1800s. Ours is a large nation, a young nation full of restless, forward-looking people. As the population grows and our borders expand, thousands are looking west to build better lives for themselves and their families. From all over the country, people from all walks of life are selling nearly everything they own, loading their remaining possessions into small covered wagons, leaving friends and relatives behind. They're heading out across the plains to Oregon, California, and other points west, following trails blazed by those who had gone before. Along the way, they explore the vast landscape of North America. They see amazing sights and encounter fascinating people, including those who had called this land their home for thousands of years. It's not an easy journey. It's long and hard, fraught with challenge and danger, disease, deserts, buffalo stampedes, steep hills, treacherous rivers. Many do not succeed. But for those who do, the rewards are great. Adventure on the trail, and opportunity at its end. A new life in a new land.
Well, are you ready? Come on, let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Oregon Trail 2 here on the Lord Master channel. I am Lord Master, and it's that time of the year, every 3 months, that I would do an Oregon Trail video. Yes, and you know, this is posted right before Christmas Day, you know, as this is going to be on Christmas Eve, whereas I recorded the day before, and sorry, I got a little distracted as I looked off to my right. But there's somebody from across the street. But no, don't let that get you down, Lord Master. Come on. You know, don't get worked up on things you can't control. But anyways, what are we here doing today in this here trail? Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to do something that has been done before earlier this year, but I want to do it again because it's kind of fun. You know, same year, but 1 month earlier. It's going to be in 1849, and it will be the Band of Criminals 2. Would that be a prequel, because you're going to start a month earlier than these guys did? Would it be on the same year, with the same cast, the same party, so to speak? Yeah, Nasty Jack Finley and his other gang members are going to go out west to Sacramento in search for gold. He wants to get there early in this California gold rush, as it started in 1849, and that's just... Let's see. I mean, sure, he'll be a butcher, that was his occupation and all that. But do not worry, as we get along the trail, even though it might be a slow start, because obviously things will be very, very cold, all that and more, it's that I have a lot of things to say, not just what could happen on this trail potentially, but also I will be talking about my life's experiences and the things I've seen and all that. Because honestly, 2021 was a very good year for me, personally. Very soon, as this music ends, we're going to go on to the trail. We're going to be out to California, we're going to be hunting, we're going to do some fishing, if any, we're going to do some fracking, I don't know. There's a lot of things to do here on this Oregon Trail. So let us go to this journey now. I am a butcher who's come to Independence in 1849 for the purpose of setting off on the journey west to Sacramento. The I've already bought a Conestoga wagon, but I still need to buy other supplies that I need for my journey. As I wander through the streets of Independence, I see various stores that should be able to provide me with supplies, provided I have enough cash, and also see people who may be able to help me on some good advice. Yeah? Like who?
The merchants here in town offer basic packages of supplies based on the size of one's party and estimated length of journey. Of course, you can shop around on your own or add to the basic set. So, which package would you like?
Well, since the rest of that money's going to go to oxen and all that stuff, so 5 months. We'll get to California in 5 months tops. February 1st. Shocking expose. Miracle elixir analyzed. Miracle elixir? I've heard of that before. So they're talking about Dr. Brogan Kavanaugh. Is he in town? Is he in town today? Nope, he's not here. Okay. Yeah. There's still a few things you need to buy. Such as all that winter clothing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. I think we may have made a mistake, but no need to worry. You could just easily trade for some dollars. Just a few more dollars would do. Yeah, screw the sugar. Yeah, screw the sugar. Just to line our load a bit. I'm trying to be conservative here. So. There. Now you got enough for winter clothing. $72 for all that. Now we need some blankets. Obviously you need a lot of canteens over here for water, but not enough for fishing. So don't try to buy too much, otherwise you're going to be trading for dollars again and you lose whatever crap that you may have bought already. But when we get to the desert, well then, we'll come across to it when that time comes. Just looking around. Need a dozen oxen. Or 10 will do. I mean, you're not pulling a heavy-ass wagon. No. No need to be heavy. Any more suckers? Come on, big money, big money. $95, holy shit. Okay, let's cut it down to 50. Come on, anybody got 50? Okay, how about $20? Well, to be fair, I do not have the commerce/trade skill as a butcher. No, I didn't choose that. So, deal with it. Or better yet, go hunt so much meat that you may want to trade it off for some money, like you're gonna sell some meat to somebody. You'll manage. You'll learn. Obviously, you gotta go with 39 wagons, 144 people. You got $17 for whatever you may need. Obviously, it's freezing out here, and it's gonna remain so. Are you sure Dr. Brogan Kavanaugh isn't here? No? Okay. Because it says the Miracle Elixir is analyzed, and I know who the man that sells it. Oh, and I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Nasty Jack Finley, and these are my other party members. Franklin Page, Nathan Nate Pepper, Solomon Wolf, Jeremiah Guthrie, and Quincy Thrail. Yes, murderer, he's a murderer, he's a bank robber, he's a kidnapper, he's a bank robber, and he is a cattle rustler. Quite a team, huh? So, that's let's get going.
The ice looks thick enough to just drive our wagons across.
It better be, because 32... I almost said 32 years ago. No, it's 32 degrees. Here's Westport. It's him. Quincy Thrill, cattle wrestling. Hey, they're talking about you, buddy. Yep, that's him. Quincy Thrill, the cattle wrestler. I like how these characters are positioned like that. Like him just brandishing his suit jacket. And he's like ready to speak. And he's like, oh, good, a customer. Oh, that guy to his right is just looking at him and likely just shaking his head. And he's like, that guy again. Anyways, let's speak to him first.
Ah, my friend, a fellow traveler through this great land. You are indeed lucky to cross paths with me this day. I have a single bottle left of my finest cattle liniment. Being my last, I'll let it go for a mere $2.
Cattle liniment.
Works for any draft animal, not just cattle. Keeping your animals on the road is vital in your journey. Just rub a bit of my liniment on their legs each morning, and they'll step as lively as spring calves.
You got any advice?
I advise you to take me up on this valuable offer before someone else snatches up this, my last bottle. Oh, excuse me, I have to be going.
Did you read the Missouri Republican today?
Nope.
Says some folks start out on the trail without carrying spare parts. Not even an extra wagon axle.
Do tell.
Must think they grow on trees. Hope they're lucky enough to find an abandoned wagon.
Advice?
Double check your supplies. It ain't too late to stock up. We've got a pretty good stock here in Westport.
The hell you say?
I see you're going west by wagon. I sure hope you got extra sets of clothing. You'll need extra clothes. Trail's hard on them and it gets cold. And you can trade them to Indians for fresh vegetables, fish, or meat. It's well worth hiring an Indian guide whenever you can at a river crossing. But expect to pay them. They're sharp traders, not easily cheated.
Still got it. It's like starting up an engine. I got nothing to say here right now. I'm in too good of a mood to be thinking such things. Oh dear Lord, I think I forgot something that may be important to this journey. Medicine! Buy all the medicine. Now, you didn't find him in Independence. You weren't thinking straight. Yeah, why not? Isn't Duffy's elixir I mean, I was watching a video of some other Oregon Trail game that I watched some guy play. I'm not going to name names because there'll be no shout-outs here except for a select few. Especially those that know me personally. That Duffy's elixir is sold by a man who is kind of like Dr. Robert Kavanaugh, except a little more nuts. Only traveled about 10 miles so far. Okay, I went back and checked the footage and I realized the game audio was a bit too loud, so I had to turn it down a little. So hopefully you can hear me better now. Just after those first 10 minutes, so in case you didn't hear me say any other relevant things, don't worry about it because the good parts are coming. So let's continue on this journey. February 2nd now. Here in New Santa Fe. Hey, look, Quincy Thrill, they're still talking about you. Yeah, look at you. You ain't that kind of guy, huh? Are you sure he isn't here? Nope, he's not here. You know who I'm talking about. The man with the miracle elixir.
Hey, watch where you're going. What do you think? You own the place?
That's a heck of a timing. The cow is about to move, then he says, hey, watch where you're going. As if he's talking to the oxen. Do that again.
Hey, watch where you're going. What do you think? You own the place?
Sorry.
You're one of them immigrants going out west on the trail, ain't you?
You got any advice?
You just watch your step around here. I ain't the only one who don't take kindly to careless strangers.
One more time.
Hey, watch.
Ooh, hey! You already bought your medicine. Don't even think about it. Horace J. Muggs. You got any nails? I'd like to spend the remaining of my dollars on, you know, stuff we do and don't need. That would be wise to fix it. I don't think we have hammers. I don't think you ever bought hammers. Well, what are you going to do with nails if you ain't got no hammers? What are you going to do? Whack them with a board? Are you going to hammer it with your hands? What? It's extreme cold, so if anybody gets frostbite, beer's on ice. But I am not increasing that pace.
What are we waiting for? Let's cross.
The ice still holds.
This may be our last chance for a while to buy or trade for supplies.
I ain't got the money to spend on it. But will you spend your last dollar on a toll bridge? That tree tall man isn't here. Cross the ice for free or take the toll bridge for $1? Let's cross for free. Free is good. Sucker. Anybody who takes that bridge for $1 is a sucker.
You folks fixing to cross the river now?
Well, maybe do tell me more about this here frozen river.
Some fools would just plunge right into the water without checking the depth first. Best way to get yourself killed.
But the river is frozen. What are you talking about? You can't just plunge right in the water. It's frozen. But anyways, old man, do you have any advice for me?
But I just gave you some.
What are you talking about? Don't you know the river is frozen solid? Here, let me show you, old man. The river is truly frozen. See? It's frozen. So I'm going to cross this river. Yeah.
What? Stop and rest in this here freezing weather? Heck, if you ask me, we better keep moving.
We'll manage. Alright, what do you say?
Don't know which way we should go. I figured you would.
He don't know.
Which way is west?
He don't know.
According to our guidebook, this is the St. Joseph Road Junction. One fork goes west, while the other goes back east. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm heading west. That's what we're here for.
I'm having second thoughts about this venture. I would seriously consider heading back to Missouri.
And wait 2 months, and then you're gonna go west eventually?
We're going west, aren't we?
Can't make up your damn mind. We're going the California Trail heading west for, you know, the gold. The gold rush, you see. We're just taking our time. No need to rush things here.
Let's move on.
Got it.
I recommend that we halt the wagon train for a time being and warm ourselves around the campfires.
Let's continue on and hopefully somebody gets an accidental gunshot to the leg. In fact, let's start. Hey, piece of advice. Don't let your gun reload. When you end your hunt, don't reload your weapon. You might get an accidental gunshot. Because I didn't buy no shotgun sheath. Rifle or shotgun sheath, so... Rifle's the only weapon we have, because I couldn't afford it. And yet, if you're one of those trailblazers that goes west that long came before us, they would rather carry a single barrel or a double-barreled shotgun. Where one would have a different load for this purpose and another load for that purpose. How's everybody feeling? Good?
They tell me someone in this wagon train is looking for a doctor. Is that true?
Nope. Our toes are still in our feet.
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't been in regular practice for a number of years. But I'll be right pleased to do what I can.
You have any advice, my man?
Next time you get to a town with a decent pharmacist, you might want to stock up on some basic medicines. Of course, you might have a pretty good supply already.
Yes, even the Duffy's elixir, which is allegedly better than the Miracle elixir. Key word allegedly, because I don't know where he gets this stuff from Mr. Duffy. Trust me, I seen it. That delay. In actuality, I was just clicking it multiple times. Oh, look at you. This gun is taller than this whole man's body. That's the impression I get anyhow. I only have $1.44. That's all I got. What the? Hey! You're not selling oxen, despite the fact that I see oxen on there? What is it? What are you ribbing me for? There was one time I went to a stable where I do see a bale of hay, but they're not selling a bale of hay. And the excuse was, oh, don't worry about it, that's just a display. And that oxen is not for sale, that's just display. So, the old manager, alright? You got your oxen. So take your oxen and get the out. That's what they would be telling me right now. So again, glad that everybody's doing good and had my first foray into hunting. Got some meat. Too bad not salted, but it'll do for a time. Okay, I just turned down the game volume a little more now, so hopefully this audio should be good now, so you can hear me a little more clearly and all that. Because once again, I am not going back and redo this whole video again. It's just going to be the way it is, where the first couple of minutes is just going to be a tad bit loud, and now we get a fine balance of game audio and sound, and then me with speech or whatever. So just for that, I'm going hunting again.
Hi, there's no hunting allowed in this area.
What the hell are you doing here, Pegleg Smith? Maybe I was thinking of that woman who looks like she's dressed like one.
I recommend that we halt the way.
How do we halt your trap? Alright. Well, whatever the hell that meant. Based on what you just said.
I'm Natalia Nyasnyakovich. My family is going to the big valley in the west, where there is so much good land.
Could be any valley. Would that be Willamette or Sacramento Valley? Howdy.
We are from St. Petersburg. We have many great mountains in Russia, but not near where we live. I have never seen such mountains as the ones here in America.
I haven't seen any mountains around here.
At the next hills or mountains we come to, we will share with another wagon to do what they call double teaming animals. Maybe that will work well for you.
You got any dollars? Nothing. I think trading should be frowned upon to me because you don't have the skills for it. Especially that you're traveling with 5 months package and it's already been month 1. And only hunt when you absolutely need to. You can't go around shooting willy-nilly. Based on what you got yourself into. Son of a beeswax.
If you don't have a spare wheel, maybe you can trade with somebody for one.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we fixed it somehow because I didn't buy any tools. In fact, let me check the tools and utensils. Holy crud. This is all I have. What the hell did we fix our wagon with? I mean, yeah, we got the nails. It's like, okay, so here's how we're gonna work together. It's like, oh, wheels broke? It's like, what do we do? So we just place wood on it? It's like, hold on, we can fix that. It's like, okay. Use your left thumb and index finger to put the nail down the surface. And then use your right hand to hammer it home. Oh! Yeah, there you go. That wagon is fixed now. Oh god, that actually hurt my thumb. I really nailed it home. Oh, we're going to hell. Going up California Hill.
I seen bigger anthills than this. What's the delay?
We're gonna use rope and chains. The only rope we have. It's the rope we've been using the last 10 years. Made it. At least it's not snowing anymore, but it's still icy.
This appears to me to be a right dangerous place. But there is an element of danger to this entire enterprise, isn't there?
Tell me more.
My children all wanted to go to Oregon, and I didn't want to hold them back. So I'm going with them, even if I am a bit past my prime.
You have any advice?
I hear tell that this here hill has cost many an immigrant their lives. I suggest we put the brakes on our wagons, maybe even use a log or something as an anchor.
Or we could just lock the wheels down and slide that wagon down. Hold on. If you want to do some innovation here, here's what we're going to do. You're going to lock those wagon wheels and then put them on some sort of sled like you do in skiing, right? And then you just slide that wagon and hope to God it doesn't hit a rock or something on its way down. And then we're good. Anybody want to help me with that idea? Lock the wheels and continue. It worked! Yeah! Woo.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, that was excellent. See, I can come up with things. Woo, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta take this call. And you people are gonna hear it, okay? As soon as we park here in Courthouse of Jail Rocks. Alright, let me answer. Invalid number, you say, huh? Well, I'll make you an invalid after I get done with this invalid phone call. Nailed it home. Anyways. So, again, don't get too wrapped up on things you can't control, such as these invalid phone numbers. Here we are. Where are we? Courthouse of Jail Rocks, yes. Keep going.
Let's quicken the pace. That'll keep us warm, and maybe we can find some shelter further down the road. I'll admit...
Didn't mean to put that a second time.
Chimney Rock by moonlight is awfully sublime.
Do tell me more.
Last night, some Indians came to our wagon with fish to exchange for clothing. We bought a number. They make for a good change of diet.
Well, you advice.
Indians understand swap and no swap. They seem most anxious to get shirts and socks.
Well, of course, it's cold out here. As for you, no swap.
Let's say I could shoot a chip off the top of that there pinnacle. Want to make a bet?
No, not really.
I'm the best darn shot in all of Franklin County, Indiana. Or you might say I was the best shot till I set out for the west.
I knew a brother that lives in Indiana. You have any advice?
Keep your rifle loaded and handy. You never know when you might need it. But be careful. Don't want to accidentally shoot yourself.
Oh, and by the way, brother, if you are watching this video, I'm giving you a shout out because you're now a resident of the state of Indiana. Miss you, bro. So yeah, that'll be one of the fewest shoutouts that I will say on this video. So, hope you're watching. Enjoy. Anyways, let's go hunting. All you need is one. 61 pounds. Also, am I crazy? Because I thought for a moment I saw 1.44 earlier, now it says 1.33. Did somebody stole a coin off of me? They may have. Hey, which one of you wise guys stole my coin? Oh, Solomon Wolf is suffering from cold, withered skin, dehydration, disorientation, drop in blood pressure, muscle cramps, nausea and vomiting, sudden severe diarrhea, and thirst. And yet, none of you guys know what the hell that is? Give me some advice. Hey, people, you know what this is?
Cholera? What are we gonna do? That stuff spreads like wildfire. We can't stay here. It's in the water.
I didn't buy Epsom salts because they weren't available when we set off from Westport. So, I suggest you take peppermint. It's the key. Come on, move up. Robido Pass Trading Post.
Let's stop here a while. I'd like to see what they have here.
Hey, your voice is different.
Don't waste your time on these penny ante stations and trading posts. They got next to nothing. And what they do got, they try to cheat you over.
Well, nobody ever cheats me out of anything. I could tell you that already. Okay, one final adjustment to the volume. Just one final minor adjustment, and we're going to be good for the rest of this video here. Now, let's visit the trading post. You got no clothing, and I lost another cent! Who keeps stealing my coins? God damn it! So, what is this? You got no clothes? I see a hat. And he's gonna say, oh, don't worry, sir. It's on display. If you're gonna steal that hat, you're gonna be committing a crime. Well, what about that hat over there? Oh, that one's not for sale either. Those boots, not for sale. You got any medicine? All we got is whiskey. If you consider it as medicine, of course. Well, what about that firearm over there? Oh, no, that's on display, but we do have bullets for you. They'll cost you $2.50 or more. I'm like, oh, I got $1.42. Well, what the hell are you doing here for? Do you want to buy some food? At least something more affordable? Like this here bacon? Maybe the ham or two? Look, we'll manage. I'm getting out of here. Hey, things get pretty crazy out here, alright? Oh! Still cold, yeah. We know. Because it reminds me of that ill-fated Texas winter storm from last February. Feeling fair, huh?
I don't see how we can cross right now. The ice isn't thick enough. Maybe we can break through the ice and then ford or float.
Okay, that one's a little tongue-tied for me. I knew I misstepped. Oh shit, it's that man again.
Well, what have we here? Some more eastern greenhorns trying their luck at crossing the wilderness.
Well, at least you don't got that cow with you.
I ain't got to say nothing to you if I don't want to.
Hey, I ain't got to do nothing.
None that I'm prepared to offer you.
I was quoting somebody else. My goodness. You know what I imagine would have happened? The ice started cracking, and then we fall through the ice, and I would be blaming that guy. Yeah. That's who I would be blaming.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
You know, besides that sergeant there, I wish I could have said hello to all the soldiers. They'll be like, hello, hello, hello. And he'll be like, hey, who gave you the order to say hello to this complete stranger? And they were like, Hey, you got any nails? You should do. But we're fine with the amount of nails we have. We'll fix it with our own hands. Don't worry, we still got winter clothes. Let's see. Because I feel it's about that time, since we're almost halfway, allegedly, to California. Oh, I remember what's coming. And I mean, you're feeling fair, so I'll give you 1 day's rest. Nate Pepper just got a bad cold. Hey, did any of you guys give Nathan Pepper a cold? Hey, you there.
Good day to you. I'm Captain David Eastman, second in command here at Fort Laramie. How may I be of service?
I'm on a current investigation here on this fort. Call me the Inspector General because somebody gave my friend a cold. But do tell me about this place.
Fort Laramie used to be named Fort William, and later Fort John. But when the U.S. Army bought it, we changed its name to Fort Laramie because that's what most people were calling it anyway.
Yeah, it's because of that river we crossed earlier.
Keep your wagon trained together at all costs. There's strength in numbers. Have as little to do with the Indians as possible, and don't hunt any more than you have to.
Yeah, so long. One of you bastards gave my friend a cold, so things are going a heck in a handbasket. See? Told you.
About the only thing you can do for a bad cold is get lots of rest and drink lots of fluids.
Wait a minute. How do colds work? No, they work. Quiet. Let's not think about it, especially during this time of this period that we're on. That during this time period we're all currently living in, this current era. Shut up about that. And don't jinx it! I'm telling myself that. And speaking of jinxing it, I'm gonna go hunting here on Redster Cliff because it's infamous, you know. At least here in the Lord Master channel. Last chance. Before I move on. Pronghorn! I think it needs one more. Needs one more good-sized animal, then we'll be able to bring it home. By bringing home, I mean to our wagon. And for God's sakes, be sure to discharge your weapon before you return to your wagon. You want to prevent accidental gunshots. I mean, that's in theory to me. Can't be proven, though. After playing thousands of hours of Oregon Trail ever since I was little. Although thousands of hours may be an exaggeration, but I do think it's thousands of hours. After all, I did play 5,000 hours of Crusader Kings 2. But who's keeping count? Come on. Where is it? Oh, you know what? Screw it. As soon as he comes out of the bush, I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him out. Dropped him like a sack of feed. Nothing happened. Alright, let's see what we can talk about as we will be traveling along here. Because I do have a lot of things to say throughout this whole trail, besides the constant cold.
I recommend that we halt the wagon.
Well, I could tell you this. There's this friend that I know, I'm not going to name names, who has a tendency to stutter. Damn it, Nathan. You gave him the cold. It is contagious. Anyways, this guy who stutters, in which he was stammering something, and I said, yeah, you could say that again. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Ah, more wagon people. Are you here to slaughter more buffalo like the group that passed by 4 days ago?
Oh no, I was hunting deer earlier.
Never seen such waste. They killed 10 times what they needed for food and left most of the carcasses to rot. Luckily, after the coyotes had finished with them, we gathered the bones to make tools.
Maybe I should do that. We should do that every time we bring in that animal in a wagon and then we take it out to meat. We need to start using animal bones as tools instead of using our hands to fix things. Sorry, lady. Do you have any advice?
If you must kill for food, good. But don't kill any more than that. The well-being of our people depends on the buffalo.
Well, I haven't seen any personally, so good luck to you. So, what else do I have in mind? Oh, yes, a bunch of my recent life experiences and things that I've seen on television and movies. Man, 2021's been quite a year for me. Especially that I watched 2 movies that were a big influence for me for basically what I've been acting like in both real life and in the Lord Master channel. 2 Martin Scorsese movies, Goodfellas and Casino. Especially Goodfellas, which in fact, that particular movie was a big influence on David Chase, who went on to create the Sopranos series, which I've been watching a lot of Sopranos. It's become my all-time favorite TV show, replacing Alias even. Even as I'm 29 years old, and even some people wondering, why were you so late on starting watching that series? And I thought, well, it's because I just heard the popularity came up again, so I thought I started watching it, which I've been watching it since August. And currently I'm in the middle of the 4th season, so I'm more than halfway done with the Sopranos series as a whole. And of course I'll be talking a little more about the Sopranos throughout this trail here. You keep saying here in the end of your sentence. You know that? That's right, I'm hunting again. Just had to jump ahead. Even though that woman says, don't kill any buffalo if you happen to see one. Just don't kill more than that. Jumped over my bullet. Damn it. Damn it. Yay. Damn it. Damn it. Calm down, will ya? Now, where were we? Oh yes, when you said here, seriously, Lord Master, you sounded like Vince McMahon all of a sudden. Tonight, in this very ring. Now, yes, it's still cold out.
Let's quicken the pace.
You know, seeing that cat there reminded me of another story. There was that cat again.
Well, after this here crossing, it's goodbye Platte River. Goodbye Sandhills and Buffalo Skulls.
I haven't seen no Sandhills, nor Buffalo Skulls.
According to my guidebook, now we've climbed the Sweetwater Valley. Across the Continental Divide at South Pass. Once across the Rockies, we'll make a steep descent into the Green River Valley.
Got any advice?
The land gets drier the further west we go, but as long as we stay close to the rivers, we ain't got too much to worry about, at least not regarding water.
Well, it's still very cold out there in this time of the year, strangely enough. I mean, after all, you're in a different region now. So, let's cross that ice, which it still holds.
This may be our last chance for a while to buy or trade for supplies.
I'd do it again.
I am Inunaina, whom you call the Arapaho. My name is Whitehawk. I'm waiting here for my son, who is trading nearby. Long before we ever saw wagon people like you, a rare white hawk perched on a rock near my father's teepee. I took it as a sign for my new name, and ever since has it been changed. The men here are fair traders, not like many others my son and I have met. Perhaps when my son returns, we can trade with you too.
Well, let's see what you got. I know you don't carry money, but there's some things I would like to carry with me. Got any meat? No? Okay, how about dried vegetables? Come on, make it fair trade. Nobody died yet, so we're not giving away... Oh, you can have the crackers. In fact, that's a good arrangement. No hat on display. The hat is on display, but it's not for sale, but you can have these boots. You sell bullets, you sell guns, and you sell shot too, but no gunpowder. Did somebody steal another cent off me? Why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? Am I hallucinating? Am I seriously hallucinating? Although it kind of reminds me of a little Goodfellas moment. Because, you know, let me understand this. Because, you know, maybe it's me. I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown? I amuse you? I make you laugh? I'm here to fucking amuse you? What do you mean? Funny? Funny how? How am I funny? That's my Joe Pesci impression. I really saw that movie once about a month ago or so. Anyways, let's continue. It's a wonder how you're talking mobster stuff. Y'all still have a bad cold. It's a wonder how you're talking all mobster stuff, and yet clearly you are in a party full of criminals, so... It's not like next time on the Oregon Trail that I would start doing character-based. Not talking about characters I made up, but I mean, just base them off. Like off-video recordings. I'm going to tell you people the truth because I never told this before, and there's a reason why I don't do it on video. Not saying because I can't do it justice, it's more of, I don't know. Like, say, in a hypothetical. Like I were to do a trail of, let's say, the superstars of the WWE today, all the major main event star names. And since I was talking Sopranos, and by the way, there was a Talking Sopranos podcast with Michael Imperioli and Steven Sharippa that I listened to every few times, especially if I watched the recent episodes of Sopranos. Then maybe I would do a Sopranos Oregon Trail where I could imagine, you know, Tony Soprano, Silvio Dante, Christopher Moltisanti, Polly Walnuts, Uncle Junior even. Yeah, I can imagine those guys. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I did watch the Many Saints of Newark movie yesterday, in fact. It was alright to me. It was alright. Anyways, we gotta rest here. I'm giving you 3 days. And then we'll have to move on. Y'all feeling fair? Still got your colds. Well, get warm. Nathan. I'm gonna have to give you another treatment soon for this.
Howdy, friend. Fine day, isn't it?
Yeah, cold.
Least as fine as one can expect right now hereabouts. Be warned. Don't dig a water hole. Drink only river water. Salty as some of these rivers are, it's better than the cholera. We buried my husband just last week. No more than I've already given you. But I could use some help with this here harness, if you can spare the time.
Don't dig a water hole. You see what I see there? That's a water hole, but it's frozen. And the other wise guy would tell me, it's a springs, dummy. I know that. Oh, and also don't drink that alkali water. You do not want to drink that.
Fine scenery round these parts.
Yeah, it's a fine scenery. It's a fine place to die here. Or here.
Howdy. Are you looking for my ma and pa? They're just round the other side of the wagon doing some chores.
Yeah, tell me more.
Why do they call this place Devil's Gate? It don't look so devilish to me, just a couple of big rocks that the river goes through.
Advice?
No, but I hope we meet up with some more wagons with children. My friend Jenny Carlson got drowned back crossing the Platte. And I'm mad at Tommy Blaine because he called Susie here just a dumb old doll.
Oh. Let's get to Split Rock quickly. Feeling better? Alright, good to see you kicked out of it. Now this is another favorite hunting spot of mine here. Split Rock. Because I always do something in Split Rock. You better not steal that scent off of me. And I am prepared to get mauled, or bitten by a bear or a mountain lion. I'm prepared. Oh, here's a big one. You know, you're in mountain country these days, so do load the weapon. Just come back to the wagon, just in case if that mountain lion or a bear comes here. It didn't come, nor did you shot yourself. You took good care of yourself. worry, those two will soon be over it soon. What else do I have in my mind? Oh, yeah. Besides the mobster stuff with, you know, Goodfellas, Casino, and Sopranos and all that, I mean, in the future I will also watch more of the Martin Scorsese movies, such as Mean Streets, and The Gangs of New York, and The Irishman. And including this one other movie that isn't really gangster related, as far as the setting is concerned, with Raging Bull. I've downloaded all these movies for me, personally, for me to watch. So, don't worry, I got 2022 covered for me, at least in the first month. You know what else I've, actually, just hold on. I need to say this real quick, because this is just too funny for me. This dream I had, where Xbox Live, I was dreaming about Xbox Live, and then I woke up in the morning, I checked the mail, and then it says, Hey, Lord Master, I mean, I don't want to use my real name here, unless you want Earl T. Drummond. And it says, hey, your Xbox Live has been canceled. I'm like, oh my god, they canceled me by mail! And then I woke up from the dream for real. It's not possible, they wouldn't notify you digitally, not by mail. What is this, FedEx? Seriously. Anyways, let's have a feel-good moment here. Oh, and another thing I've been watching lately, as we will get to traveling soon. Hey, y'all feeling good? Bullshit, you're not feeling good. Oh, by the way, the reason why it's like that already is because what I do in recording, especially with the use of Bandicam, it's just, you know, out of paranoia. I would record a less than 10-minute clip. Then after I stop recording, then I save the game. I get out of the game and check the file if it's all good. And then I go back to the game and get back to the save file, then here we are. So that's just a little behind the scenes for you of how I record my Oregon Trail videos before I put them together as one video. So yeah, there you go, a little behind the scenes action for you. Now let's get going. It's the reason why the path is not revealed. Nathan's okay, Jeremiah's still got a cold. Well, it's time for you to decide.
It don't matter to me which way we go, long as it's going west.
He's indifferent.
I wouldn't want to have to cross this river any more than I have to, especially with the trail as rough as it is around here.
Unsure.
Which way is west?
Unsure.
I don't like the looks of the trail over there on the Deep Sands Road.
Sounds like you would rather take the 3 crossings.
Don't matter to me.
Okay. Alright, none of you, can decide. But I'll tell you what, we'll make the decision for us. Yes, this coin here, this quarter that's still in my desk after all these months since the last video. We do this best 2 out of 3. Heads is Deep Sands, tails is 3 crossings, best 2 out of 3. Flip! It's spinning. It's heads. That's 1 for Deep Sands. Here comes flip number 2. It's tails. Yeah, come on. Here's the tiebreaker. Flip number 3. And it's Deep Sands. Yep, Deep Sands it is. So we're going to Deep Sands, whether that lady likes it or not. Even though it's all deep snow, more like. Deep snow route. Is it possible to have quicksand under snow? Is that possible? I'm asking you, the viewers, my loyal Oregon Trail viewers. Is it possible that quicksand can still occur under heavy snowfall? Especially when the snow melts into this sandy area where it becomes quicksand? Is that possible? Come on, help me out here. Anyways, let's cross the ice. It says deep sand, but it's also snowy still. Everyone's doing okay. Happy to see that. Okay, anyways, another topic, besides that mobster stuff. 2021 was a year for me of the gangster. Because, you know, as it said in the beginning of Goodfellas, as far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a gangster. besides all that stuff, I've also been watching for the first time in my life, even though I've been a closet fan of this sort of thing. But for the, I mean, I may have brought it up on an older Organ Show video, especially back in September, that I've watched a Marvel MCU film for the first time. It was Black Widow. That was the first one I've ever watched because of my love for the character. Find it appealing. And what else? Oh, before that, we gotta get over this icy, steep hill. Hey, don't you turn your back on me.
My brother commenced farming out west 2 years ago. He said a better wheat crop can't be had.
Do tell.
I hear a young child in a train just behind us was killed yesterday when a rifle fired accidentally as someone set it in the wagon. They buried that youngin' and covered the grave with stones so as the wolves couldn't reach it.
Got any advice?
Try not to overextend yourself. If you're constantly going at an arduous pace, you increase your chances of someone getting sick or injured. Trust me, I know.
Well, we've been pretty precarious. Someone's gonna get hurt. Told you! Someone's gonna get hurt. Oh my god, the snow's finally melted. April 18th. Look at all this green. Yeah, we lost supplies, but hopefully we didn't lose any nails. In fact, you may want to look at that. Check your diary. Wow, you only lost 1 pound of cheese? God, I hope we didn't lose any of the... No, you still got it. Yeah, you're doing well. So let's cross this pretty tranquil river. And all of a sudden, a tidal wave tips over us. Tranquil my ass. Anyways, here we are, South Pass. Before we continue on, yeah, besides the Black Widow movie, I also saw Captain America Civil War because my brother, my oldest brother, Loki Jarson, that's his stage name, told me to watch that movie. We did a watch along together because he told me that was his personal favorite film out of that whole thing because that one had heart. And I could see that. Oh, and by the way, Loki Jarson, newest podcast has just been posted recently, which is, what the heck is it called? Because god dang it, I really hate bringing up my, the most fun in 2021. That's what the episode of the Internet's Worst Gaming Podcast is called. The most fun in 2021. I think I may have said 2011 by accident, but you know what I mean. So yes, you could find it on their website, theinternetsworst.com, blogspot, whatever. And also you can find it on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you can get your podcast. So yeah, did a little promotion here, a little shout out to Loki Jarson, which his name will not be revealed, his real name. And also, as like, did he name it after that Marvel character Loki? It's a both yes and no thing on his origin of the name. We discussed that a few months ago. And he also recently, yesterday in fact, around the same day as I watched the Many Saints of Newark, that I've watched the finale of this series called Hawkeye, another Marvel thing, which I really enjoyed. I mean, I did watch all the episodes during the last few weeks, and my God, it blew me away. Not just talking about the action, of course, it's just the writing, at least to me, because, you know, I'm a sucker for drama, right? Same with The Sopranos, but it's more of a dramedy. You know what I mean? Like comedy and drama, but it's the dark comedy kind. Ah, crud. And before I talk a little more of Hawkeye, it's time to check out The Parting of the Ways, as I'm bringing my coin out right here, right now. So, I am not talking to you folks, because we've wasted enough time talking to people and trading other times. Heads, Fort Bridger, tails, sublet. Heads, Fort Bridger. Tails for sublet cutoff. Best 2 out of 3. Tiebreaker. Oh, don't you roll away from me. God dang it. Let me put my headset down for a moment. Well, wouldn't you know who won the pony? It's Tails, sublet cut off. The area where you find no water here. It's dry country. $12? Who's the owner of this ferry? That is an outrageous price. I mean, this could kill us. This could drown us. Okay? I am taking no chances. No chances. No, wait, no, how? Okay.
I don't like the looks of the river right now.
Hey, it lowered. Again, this is slightly exploitive, where you end the game, then you come back in, and then the water changes depth. It's no longer 5 feet, it's 3 1/2 feet. 3 1/2 feet. There you go. So let's caulk the wagon and float it. Don't you hit that thing. Thank God for rain. That means we still get water to refill our canteens. Let's go to Fort Hall. Oh, it's that Thomas River. You know what I said? I said Thomas. You are such an immature person. Let's go die right here, right now. Let's go swimming, fellas!
A wagon accident. Well, I figure we're seeing the elephant for sure now.
Alright, who's dead? Ah! We caught some fish while we're at it. What do you know? We just tipped over the wagon, the conquer wagon, and we hit a rock. And whilst we're, you know, scrambling around trying to get everything, we got some fish. Cleaning for food. 20 pounds of fresh fish. That's a hell of an offer. And you know what would have been funny soon afterwards after tipping over? Or, I don't know what would come first. It's like, oh my goodness, this person is drowning. We caught some fish! And or it could be this way. It's like, alright, we caught some fish. And then, this person's drowning. I'm like, well, you shouldn't be going swimming to get all that fish. Yeah. That's anchored. Oh, we know who's the owner. It's that man. Of course, you know all the imitations that you heard over the years about this Peg Leg Smith character. This is what he sounds like in Oregon Trail 2 and in the 5th edition.
Come on in, Pilgrim. I'm Thomas Smith, but most folks call me Pegleg because of this here wooden appendage of mine. They make a big deal out of the fact that I had to amputate my own leg after a bad accident. Well, there weren't no one else around to do it, so I had to do it myself. Either that or die of gangrene. If you're heading for California, wait till you get across the Raft River for breaking off from the main trail and going southwest. If you're going to the Willamette Valley, follow the Snake River. Lots of good tasting salmon if the season's right.
Again, I'm sure some people would prefer Lord Master's imitation of Peg Leg Smith. Oh, by the way, I lost another cent. I gotta stop this. I need more dollars. We need to stop this. Tempting offer, but no. Okay, how about just $10? And I'll give you the meat that I've been hunting for. Well, anyways, what do you have here? No clothing? The rifle on display. Boots, hats on display. Of course he would be selling whiskey. Hunting knife, but that washboard saw is on display. And food's rather scarce. This is some shit trading post you have here. This building will be abandoned one day because he decided, you know what, F this. That's why. You know what? We gotta pick up the pace. Don't you know the gold rush? The winter has been thawed and we should pick up the pace a little more. Should be doing that. Hudspeth cutoff.
Suggest you look in the guidebook to determine the correct road.
Don't know which way we should go.
Which way is west?
I don't know. I hear tell that this shortcut is mighty rugged.
We're running low on supplies. I say head for Fort Hall.
Going to Hudspeth cutoff. We don't go there often enough. There's reasons for it. Because it's rough. We're going to California, so therefore we're going that way. Whether they like it or not. Earlier I was talking about the Hawkeye series of what made it such a big impression on me. As we're here on Raft River. As it's fairly ordinary here. Besides the writing and the good action you get, it's just, let me gather my thoughts. I really, really like the Kate Bishop character. I mean, it's like, yeah, I know Hawkeye well. I've seen him and heard of him, a few other things, but Kate Bishop, and especially the actress portraying her, Haley Steinfeld, as compared to, say, like 10 years ago, like when I saw Jennifer Gardner, that I really liked her because of her acting. But when I saw Haley Steinfeld, although I've only heard of her name before, but never seen any of her works up until that point. And I don't think I've ever fell in love with an actress so fast as that one. She has the it factor. She's gonna be a superstar one day. The last time I ever complimented somebody else's work that says, that man's got the it factor, he's a superstar, which I was talking about, which the last time I ever complimented that was for that South Indian actor, Thalapathy Vijay. Which I plan on seeing one of his movies soon, that I haven't seen yet. Which that man's got charisma. He oozes charisma. There you go. That's the term I was looking for. That's and all that. Same for Haley Steinfeld. Actress, singer, she could do it all. Let's ford that river. Son of a bitch!
Personally, I'd like to just leave him behind, but I suppose it ain't fitting to do that, now is it?
Double team it.
We should head back towards Soda Springs. That's just my personal opinion, you see.
Are you saying you want to turn this wagon around?
I think we should head to California.
California. Forney. The city of rocks. A rock that's shaped like a bird and the other that's shaped like a... I don't know why, but upon closer inspection, that guy's got to look like he's got a toupee. And he's got a mustache and he's got a beard. I mean, do you see where my mouse is pointing? I mean, just look closely. I'm giving you people a few seconds to get a good look at it closely. Does it really look like it so? Perhaps.
They call this the City of Rocks because of all the strange rock formations. Kind of like buildings in a city. I never seen nothing like this before. Well, the trail's mighty rough through here. Maybe we ought to slow our pace a bit, make it easier on the animals. Lessen the chances of wagon damage, too.
Oh no, we're not slowing the pace anymore. Winter stalled, and we're gonna go down, down, down. Hit the granite. God damn it! Double team it. Anchor it. Now off we go. But again, if you haven't seen either of the Sopranos or the... God dog it.
Let's get a move on. We can't afford to sit still every time someone's wagon gets broke. They can catch up later.
Fix it. Now we're able to fix it because that's going to take more than hands to fix it. Or bones for that matter.
I wouldn't go near it if I were you. An abandoned wagon is bad luck.
What are you, superstitious? What if this wagon was set on fire and the only thing we found is matches? Someone must have deliberately burnt that wagon down. That's a pretty scary thought, don't you think? Don't you think so, people? Alright. North fork of the Humboldt River. Gotta cock it. Ah! Do you see that? Oh, crud. Everything's messy again. Let me go hunting real quick. And I lost another scent. That's all I need. I just had to refresh my memory here. Okay. What is... Oh yeah, somebody sent me a question. Again, somebody asked me in my Xbox Live, one of my friends, as I told him about my recent experience, especially watching Sopranos and all that. He even asked me a question because I was playing Red Dead Online earlier at that time, which I was playing some online poker, and somebody asked me, it's like, hey, which character would you play poker with? And they threw me a bunch of names. It's like, would you play poker with Kate Bishop, Yelena Belova, Tony Soprano, Paulie Walnuts? I mean, I'm glad he didn't name Silvio, because he's pretty intimidating because of that one scene where, you know, he gets really angry, really stressed, you know, playing the game of cards until they were sweeping the floor off the cheese, and he's like, hey, leave the cheese here, and all that. I mean, he was going full Joe Pesci mode. It's been a while since I've watched that particular scene, since I've sometimes watched back a few scenes and all that, even though I'm in the middle of the 4th season and all that. I almost went to Hastings Cutoff because it's a habit. But no, California is the way. California is the way. Gravelly. You almost said that word again. Cut it out. Ford it. We might get there before the 4th of July. What else? Oh yeah, mentioning about scenes, especially, you know, scenes in Sopranos. California's this way. God damn it!
Ox yokes probably wouldn't break if we weren't pushing the animals so.
Okay, I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna put my left hand here and my right hand on this one. And I'm gonna stick it back in, and the third person is gonna have to come around and wrap it up with something like, oh, I don't know, just wrap it up with a cloth or something, or the winter clothes that we're not using, or the blanket. Yeah, keep it together with blanket, and then you're gonna use the rope to tie around the said blanket, and then the yoke will fix itself. Do it. It didn't work. An ox yoke for an ox. What is winter coat? Winter coat. Yeah, here's one. There you go. Because we're not using them anymore. It's warm out here.
Ah, más emigrantes, ¿ah? Por donde vas te topas con ellos.
Oh, Christ, I don't speak Spanish.
No hablo inglés, pero sí hablo idiomas indígenas, los cuales me ayudan a comerciar con ellos. No muchos americanos hablan estos idiomas.
Advice?
Te aconsejo que junte algo de forraje en esta pradera. Sus animales lo necesitarán en el desierto que viene más adelante. Adiós y buena suerte.
Well, at least he understands the language of trade. If nobody understood the language of trade, we might as well be speaking Sogdian. Gather the hay. Very good. Oh, I mean... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna coin toss this.
I think we should take the Truckee route.
You think so?
I hear the Donner Party took the Truckee route, and look what happened to them. No sirree. I say we should go the Carson route.
I wonder if that route was created in response to what happened.
I don't know which way we should go.
Of course you don't. Okay. Let me flip this coin. Heads, Truckee, tails, Carson. Heads is Truckee, and, oh, damn it. I didn't flip it properly, but who cares? One is Carson. Again with the heads and tails. Always with the tiebreaker. I'm gonna... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm tired of hitting the floor. I'm gonna flip it, and I'm gonna catch it with my hand. Let's give that an attempt. 1, 2, 3. Catch! Yeah, I got it. It's Tails, Carson route. Look, I know you can't see me on video, just try to imagine it that I did a pretty good job of catching it. I mean, that was first try. Anyways, Carson route it is. Despite the fact that it's only notorious for quicksand.
Quicksand shouldn't prove any serious threat if we continue at a slow, cautious pace.
Well, put the weakest animal up front, see what happens. Here we are, 40-mile desert. It's pretty mild temperatures, but unfortunately, it has alkali water, so I suggest that any of you do not drink this shit. If you do, there's going to be trouble. It's trouble by day because it's cool out. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with the yard sale bandits. Yes, the yard sale bandits. I said the yard sale bandits is because I saw it on a calendar, my real life calendar one day, and my mother's gonna do something regarding a yard sale in some other place. And for a moment I thought it spelled yard sale bandits. I'm like, who would go pillage a yard sale? Keep going. Ragtown. Let's visit settlement.
Howdy.
Hi there.
Well, now I've surely seen the elephant.
What do you mean?
I mean, the desert was just about all that a human being can stand. I'm at the limits of my endurance.
Right.
Well, we certainly can't turn around and go back now. That'd be the death of me. After we rest up here a bit, I reckon we just gotta keep pushing on.
So long.
Hey there, I'm George Dunn.
Hey.
Unluckiest man this side of St. Louis. Some of our cattle drank alkali yesterday. They got sick. I gave them a dose of lard last night. Hope they get better. My wife died of the cholera whilst we were still along the Platte.
By being frozen?
With 3 youngins to watch, I guess I can't keep such good control over the animals. If your cattle get sick from the alkali water, give them about a quarter lard each. If it don't take, try again. Or maybe force some vinegar down their throats. If you catch it soon enough, they should be okay in a day or so.
Anyways, yeah. It's like yesterday when I say yesterday, I mean during this day of recording on Thursday. December 22nd, okay? That was on a Wednesday. That I watched the Hawkeye finale, and I really, really enjoyed it so much that it's one of the fewest times during this calendar year of 2021 where I actually got excited for an upcoming episode, knowing what's coming down. And I haven't been excited for an episode of that scale since the Pine Barrens episode of The Sopranos, which is everybody's favorite episode. If any of you have seen The Sopranos, then you know what that episode's all about. Especially with some of the most memorable quotes I've ever heard that still resonates with me to this day. So if any of you haven't seen The Sopranos, and if you're going to be that kind of person who would be devoted to watching that series, and if I was to recommend you with that episode, and plus Pine Barrens is also the kind of episode where it feels like there's little to no context in the background of what's going on here, so it could have been a standalone film in and itself. I think you would like it very, very much. Trust me when I tell you. Get going a bit. All to the other side because we're almost done here. Mormon Station. Let's see what we got here.
Howdy, name's Austin Billings. I'm traveling with my wife Sophie. We hail from Texas.
Hey, fellow Texan.
I bought my way out of slavery working as a part-time cowhand, and Sophie was a free woman who earned a living as a seamstress. We're going west to build a new life. Pretty much like everyone else, I reckon.
Got any advice?
Some people push themselves too hard because they're afraid of the winter snows. And that's a reasonable fear, but it's just as risky to overexert yourself. We keep a steady pace, no more than that, and make sure to take a day off now and then to rest.
That's the reason why we started so early in February. We just want to beat everybody else. We ain't worried about no winter snows. We never had a case of frostbite or somebody freezing. It's a miracle. All thanks to winter clothing and blankets. Yeah. That guy again. See, that man isn't as tall. The man is taller than the gun. So what are you talking about? Are those boots for sale? Nope. Neither are that. And let me guess. They took another cent out of me. It's almost like it costs you 1 cent to reload the part of the game. Every time you exit out, there's something like that. No, don't even think about it. I was tempted to hunt, but no, keep on going. Sierra Nevadas. And of course, that music cue you hear, that means we are almost there. West Carson River Canyon. Carson Pass.
Good to see you, friend. You know, I spent some time out west, and now I'm traveling back east to fetch my family. Hope you're prepared. You'll be seeing quite a bit of the elephant further on. Since your animals is already mighty worn, it's gonna be rough. Feed ain't always plentiful, and water's sometimes right scanty.
Advice?
Hurry along, but don't push your animals too hard. You don't want to get caught by early snow, but if you get too hard with your animals, they won't carry them more than halfway.
Then again, there was that time, and I wanted to tell this story in the middle of the video, because since we're getting close, I might as well get it out right now. I never brought this up, but I may have brought it up. No, I never brought it up on the Oregon Trail video either. Anyways, on the night after Halloween, I was in the bathtub taking a shower, but I was really, really sleepy. I was so sleepy that you know what happens if you fall asleep standing upright? That your body just shuts down and you would just go down to the floor. Well, when it happened, I slipped, and my body, as I was coming down, it just fully activated itself, wide awake. And as I was coming down, I was able to stick my right arm out and try to grab something to try to break my fall a little on this railing, on the sliding shower door and all that. And then I hit the floor, buttocks first. And then I hit myself in the back of the head against that little thing that was sticking out of the wall. Man, that hurt. But it was a miracle that I didn't get bleeding, nor did I get concussed. And then, and after I got out of the shower and everything, head still hurting like heck. And then I had to get something out of the freezer to treat this little head trauma, in case you were concussed, since, you know, since it hurts like heck and you need to cold compress it. I mean, I couldn't find an ice pack. And so I decided to, because of the relevance of the Hawkeye series, I pulled a Kate Bishop by bringing a pizza box and put it on where I hit the back of my head just to cool it off. Yeah. Yeah, again, that was 2 months before that series premiered. So yeah, I did that. So, but then again, she did it first because comic depictions. Anyways, so yeah, it hurt, and I didn't get concussed, and it's the reason why I'm still doing videos to this day. If I was concussed, I wouldn't be doing this at all, to a degree. Maybe a light schedule or two. Ah, shit, falling rocks. Here we go.
There must be another path we can take.
Well, we couldn't continue over the obstruction.
If we all pitch in, we can clear a path through these rocks in just a few hours. Let's get our tools.
Ah, shut up. I have rights. And that right is the right for me to kick your ass. Let me find another path. See? We found another path.
Let's try to get past them other wagons. See how they like to eat our dust.
Yeah. Have them. Here we are, dry diggings. Lonesome Lemuel Knapp, horse theft. Well, we didn't bring him along with us because there was no room in the wagon for a guy like him. If he wants to travel with us, he needs to steal a horse and go get one. Oh, it's the sheriff.
Pardon me, folks.
Oh, God.
I was wondering whether you've seen this character. Nasty Jack Finley? He's a cattle rustler, horse thief, and all-round troublemaker.
I am not Nasty Jack Finley. I am, think of the initials. I am, Norton, think of leveraging. Norton James, Ferdinand. There you go. That is the worst alias you've ever came up with. Anyways, do tell me more about this Nasty Jack Finley guy.
He's even been rumored to kill a man, though ain't no proof of it, yet. But he's due for a hanging, that's for sure.
Yipe, I'm grabbing and rubbing my throat. Do you have any advice?
I'd recommend you steer clear of him. He can be a mean one. And if you see him, notify the local authorities as quick as you can. Well, good day to you.
Don't worry, officer. Things will be handled in a way how things should be handled. Otherwise, they may take me to the surgeon.
Oh, I've been told you're looking for a doctor.
No, we ain't. Everybody's good. See, everybody's good. Cough, cough. See, everybody's fine. What the? You got 2 different horses, 2 different meals, 2 different oxen, and yet the prices widely vary. What the heck is this? And you got 1 chicken. Although you do sell 2 small farm wagons. We never had a spare axle, and we didn't bought a wagon cover. Good lord, we never had a wagon cover during this entire winter? Boy, talk about ill-prepared oh my god, what the I see a bale of hay. Why is this not for sale? And why do you have 2 different spare ox yokes at the same price? What the is this here? Tell me! Don't get so caught up. You got any nails? Good. You still got nails. Now, what else can we talk about real quick? Because this town is driving me nuts sometimes. Maybe I have to come back and check out. But then again, if that wagon wheel were to break, I would be saying things like, by popular demand, that's for absolutely no one, a wagon part just broke. And if we couldn't fix it, there's an old Italian saying, you fuck up once, you lose 2 teeth. You got that? What the hell am I rambling?
Say, you're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm a visitor.
Oh, I bet you're with that wagon train that's passing through. You folks are more than welcome to stock up on supplies here.
Got any advice?
Watch yourself in these parts. Not everyone's as friendly as I am.
Yeah. Be back in a moment. Anyway, so let's go back to town. Obviously, you know, I had to get out, hit record, get back to record, and you know, that means you cost yourself a cent once again, and sooner or later, you're gonna be penniless. Hell yeah. Love this song. But first...
Greetings to you. I am Jim Sim. I'm mindful gold. My mine, the Lucky Hill, is just outside town.
That explains why this town's called Dry Diggins.
I send my gold home to my family in China. When I return there, we'll buy a farm. Some Chinese want to bring their families to California. I want only to make a better life for my family.
Right.
Maybe you'd like to be a miner too. There's plenty gold to go around if you are lucky enough to find it and willing to work hard. Mining is hard work, not for lazy people.
Mm-hmm. Check out the sheriff's office. Jeremiah Guthrie is wanted for bank robbery. Yes, that is you, Jeremiah Guthrie. That is you. Look at your smiling face. Yes, he did. Jeremiah Guthrie, he committed robbery. He robbed some banks. Oh man, why'd you do it, man? Why'd you do it? And he's like, I rob banks for a living because I love money. Anyway. Anyways, what else do I have to say as you're gonna continue to look at the smug look on his face? Yes, we'll be gold mining once we get to Sacramento. I mean, seriously, I'm the kind of guy that launched more ships than Helen of Troy. Who else is here? Oh my god, it's him.
Hey, watch where you're going. What do you think? You own the place?
You damn right I own the place. I want you to get out of town right now. I had to play big boy. Put your big boy pants on. But then again, it's all bullshit. No good deed goes unpunished, says some guy. Actually, that might be someone that I do know. To be honest, but I don't want to name names here because I might get in trouble. Otherwise, I'd be whacked. That's what I mean. Trouble. Because, you know, our true enemy is yet to reveal himself. Anyways, too bad we can't go to the meat market just to buy some meat. Especially some cold meat. Where I could go in, walk in, and punch that meat, you know, like Rocky Balboa. Man, what's up with you, Lord Master? Clearly that Sopranos influence has been very strong with you. But after all, Lord Master, you're a man of culture. You're into both Marvel and the Sopranos. Not a lot of people are like that. It's just some unique cat, that's all. And speaking of cats, that reminds me. We took care of the cats in this backyard for the last 2 years until it was decided that it was finally time for them to go away because they had fleas and there was a flea infestation both outside and a little bit of inside the house that's been brought in by us humans from the cat fleas. And so the city was able to take away almost all the cats except the ones who do not come into human contact at all. And one of the cats somehow escaped the pound, which is said to be a mile or two away from town. And the cat actually came back all the way over here. And as soon as he saw him, he goes, meow, meow. And I'm like, oh my god, he's back. You know, he's a menace, this cat. I mean, he likes to, you know, to other female siblings of his because cats do not understand the concepts of relatives. And also he's the laziest cat, and he's also the most vocal cat. Even if he doesn't ask for food, he'll still meow about. But nevertheless, he does like to rub against our legs. Not anymore because of fleas. We don't want that. And I'm sure some people, some cat lovers would be like, oh, come on, Lord Master, you gotta give cats a chance and all that. Cats have feelings too. I mean, I understand. I like cats too. But this particular cat, however, as I said, he's a menace. And to those who try to say otherwise, I wipe my ass with your feelings, alright? Damn, Lord Master, where do you come up with such colorful language? Oh, I know where I got it from. From Zampf and Winkelmeyer. Right next door to B. Mitz Shoe Company, where they make all those fancy shoes. Yeah, I'm sure sooner or later. I'm not going to carry out any more threats. I've said enough here. Just get to the end, alright? We're practically there. Sutter's Fort. Look, cats! You know I can't buy anything here, right? I can't even talk to the post commander, who I can say, hey, can you tell everybody to lower their prices so that way an old penniless me can, you know, buy something? Nobody fancy here. So let's get to the road to Sacramento and deal with this mess. Maybe, perhaps. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna turn this wagon around a bit. Stop right here. Alright, let's just go hunting one more time before we get on into here to Sacramento. Kaboom! Kaboom! Ah! That was what I was waiting for, one would think. Oh, and by the way, I left it unloaded, so I got myself vulnerable here.
Ducks, animal bites ain't nothing to worry about. I've been bit a good 15, 20 times in my life, and I'm still going strong.
You're a freak for getting bit this many times. It's almost like you think you would have learned your lesson by now. I know I sure did. But, hey, you know, when you get bitten by an animal, you know there's a rare chance in this game that you pick up rabies. Oh, and also, here's another thing for you Oregon Trail viewers, my loyal Oregon Trail viewers. Have any of you who played God knows how many hours in Oregon Trail 2 or in the 5th edition particularly, for those two, where you get bitten by an animal, and then you got rabies, and then you die. Or by some miracle you get cured by rabies. By doing something ridiculous. I don't know what that might be. So, I'm feeling good about bleeding, discoloration, and pain. So, I would treat it with an antiseptic. I would clean dress wound if I got mold. Hey, can we go to the dry diggings? Oh my god, he's still there again. Let's see who's in this time. Artemis Abernathy, wanted for mail theft. Who steals mail anymore? That's not a thing they do, though. Yeah.
Ah, my friend.
Wait a minute, wait. Damn it! This way. Help!
I've been told you're looking for a doctor.
Help! I've just been bitten by a mountain lion.
I'll do the best I can. Mind you, I don't have access to all the modern equipment and medicines like the physicians back east.
Oh, good lord. I can't trust it. I suddenly got cold feet. Get me out of here. But I think that's how I wanted to end my little Oregon Trail. Just get bitten by a mountain lion and it's all worth it. Now you're fine. Just go in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached Sacramento. Especially, it's on the middle of June. We sort of beat everybody to it on the gold rush here. Despite the fact I just got bitten. But who's going to judge me for that? It builds character to get bitten. Well, that's prospect for gold. See how much we get out of it. So, what are you all looking at? Do you know who I am? Well, actually I shouldn't, because, you know, there's a cop out there that's looking for me. And then there's the guy who's going to be writing this certificate just to know how much gold that I've earned. I mean, you see what I'm pointing here? That's gold being measured. Those little gold nuggets being measured. Alright. I hereby certify that the specimen of ore assayed by the undersigned for the bearer of the certificate gave the following results. Gold per ton of pounds, 12 tons, 143 ounces. A coin value of $2,800. $2,800. God dog it. No, yes. It's just you don't know your math right. It is $2,800. Over $2,800. You made it that much. Look at you now of all these carats of gold. I got more carats than Bugs Bunny. Conk and boom! Despite the fact that I got bitten by a mountain lion, and that was with one tribe, by the way. We got one wagon, 10 draft animals, other supplies, which we didn't run out of food, thank God. So, we went from 5 months package supplies, and we got there in 4 months. So, yeah. And wagon trade duration, hats and all that, and the butcher. Man, that was good. Nasty Jack Finley mined 2,860 worth of gold along the banks of the Yuba River. The fortitude and determination that had served Nasty Jack Finley so well down the California Trail proved equally valuable in the new land, contributing tremendous social and economic success. During the late 1800s, Nasty Jack Finley wrote a best-selling book about the experiences of the Oregon and California trails, and widely recognized as a prominent pioneer, easy for me to say, became a popular guest speaker at civic ceremonies and luncheons. Yes, sir. Now you may leave now. Sorry, you can't turn around here. It's the end of the game, fella. Well, can I hunt here? Yes, you can. I didn't hear a shot. There you go. Just making sure it works. I was just checking my gun, that's all. Now, please end the game before you get yourself killed. We don't want to have that thing last time. You did that already. So. Oh my goodness. The score is similar. I didn't even... But, look. Nobody could beat the legend of Nasty Jack Finley. Even he tried to best himself. What? That was some great man. But I tell you what. Coming next month, I think I will do an Oregon Trail video on my YouTube channel anniversary on January 16th. I may do that, or possibly... I mean, even I've noticed on the YouTube channel lately when I was checking up my analytics of all my videos and whatever, that I noticed that there's been an increase of views of my old Yukon Trail video of mine, Return to the Klondike. And I kind of thought to myself, should I do a Yukon Trail video? I mean, I have the game installed and everything. It's in my computer. And I am tempted to do... It's like, do a Yukon Trail video for the fun of it. Maybe I should... I don't know. The reason I was about to say Nasty Jack Finley, but I believe Nasty Jack Finley would probably be too old to go on a Klondike gold rush. He was arrested in 1860. And he would likely die in prison, have since then, passed on since then. So I wouldn't be opposed to return to the Klondike one more time. For the fun of it. Despite the fact that I've done everything there is to do in that game. Basically. So I hope you've enjoyed this trail here. But anyways, that was a great Oregon... I almost said Yukon Trail. It was a great Oregon Trail video here. Hoping people enjoyed it, and as well as me bringing up all the things that I wanted to talk about here as we went along on the trail. But since I do have plans to do another Oregon Trail video starting next month or so for the anniversary of my YouTube channel, and but this time I will go to that path where it's like, yes, start from Nauvoo, go to Oregon City, that's one thing, but somebody requested me to go to the Lander Cutoff thing. That I will do, because that one is not a commonly traveled path there, is the Lander Cutoff. And for those that remembered it, there's a good reason why it's less traveled. About as less traveled as the Salt Lake Cutoff. But everybody likes to go through Hastings, which is me. That's where the Donner Party took. And man, listen, I had a long day, alright? I'm tired, man. I'm just still in a state of bliss, alright? It's that holiday spirit, you know? It's just that holiday spirit that just gets to you. I mean, without a doubt, 2021 was one of my greatest years of my life for me personally, in both real life and on YouTube, and the things that I watch on television and film, and the things I've seen. It shows you that I'm a man of culture and all that. So, may next year of 2022 be great for Lord Master as well, for all the things that we'll be seeing here on the Lord Master channel. So we'll see you in the next trail, and we'll see you in the next videos. But until then, so long for now!